Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the show! Prepare to witness a man who has mastered the wonder of flight! The world's greatest magician! The one, the only, Maximilian Galactica!
Wow, that was like being in a dream. I haven't even caught my breath yet. That was amazing, wasn't it, Pearly? It was great. There was a dancing bear, and the tiger that jumped through a ring of fire, an elephant that rode a giant ball, not to mention that guy who flew through the air. Yeah, Max Galactica. He was absolutely fabulous. Huh? What? Max? Max Galactica, the world's greatest magician. A magician? No, a magician. Mr. Nick?
Huh? What is it, Pearls?
Does magic have anything to do with channeling spirits?
I don't think it has anything to do with channeling. You don't know about magic, do you, Pearls?
I'm sorry.
I braved the winter cold and took Pearls to see the circus. It's been 6 months since that terrible incident in Karine Village, and it was during that trying time that I met Pearls. Thankfully, she seems to be recovering from it and is returning to her normal self.
Ah, it's time to go. You're right, we can't miss the last train.
Ah, Pearls, you remember the train.
Of course I did. But I don't really understand what everyone means by express train. Well, Nick, see you later. I'll come by to help clean the office. It's gotta be spotless for the new year.
Don't worry about it, really.
You're going to visit Mr. Nick on New Year's? Maybe. I'm glad you'll get to spend your New Year's with your special someone. Pearly! Look, it's time to go. Happy New Year, Mr. Nick.
Happy New Year. I really hope it will turn out that way. Well, today wraps it up for this year. I hope I can finish cleaning this place up in one day. Hello, this is the Wright & Cola offices.
Nick, it's terrible!
Ah, Maya, perfect timing. Things are terrible here too.
Huh?
The office is a terrible mess, and I have to clean it up.
What are you talking about?
My dirty office. What are you talking about?
Listen, Nick, you have to turn on the TV.
The TV? Now, let's check in at the scene. Huh? What happened? Thank you. We're here at the Berry Big Circus. The Berry Big Circus has become the center of a sensational murder. The scene has created quite a stir among the throngs of excited onlookers. The Berry Big Circus.
That's the circus we went to, right?
They're saying that there was a murder?
Yeah, they arrested him too.
Arrested who?
Max! They arrested Max Galactica!
Maximilian Galactica. Fans call him Max. A popular magician who can fly through the sky at will. Maya said she was a huge fan of Max.
All right, Nick, I'll see you in 2 hours at the detention center.
Huh? What?
See you there. You've still got plenty of time to clean up your office later. What? What are they talking about? Why did they arrest Max?
You're asking the wrong man on that one, Maya. Maybe he used his magical skills to deal death with a sleight of hand.
Maximilian Galactica would never do such a thing.
Fabulous! What the young lady said was absolutely fabulous! What a clever girl! Such a fabulous understanding of events! What's with all this fabulous talk? Welcome to the visitor's room!
It's Max! Nick, look, it's the real Maximilian Galactica!
Alright, sweetie, pick a card, any card.
He called me sweetie! No, Nick!
Time's running out, sweetie. Pick a card, any card.
This one!
Uh-huh. I thought you would pick that one, sweetie. The Ace of Hearts!
Ah! He got it! He got it! Nick, look! He got it!
What can I say, sweetie? You've stolen one of my most valued possessions. One of Maximilian Galactica's hearts.
Max!
Well, time to make this an absolutely fabulous time.
Max, you should let Nick pick a card.
Yeek. I don't want to steal one of his hearts. And you are? Oh, how silly of me. You must be Sweetie's driver. Her driver? Whatever. Hurry up and pick a card. Any card. I want this one. So, Sweetie, let's be honest here. You came to this visitor's room to visit me, didn't you?
Yes! I'm your biggest fan!
Fabulous! Absolutely fabulous! Thank you so much! Hey, what about my card? Think of it as a souvenir.
Well, Nick, I think it's time to get to work. What's the matter, Nick? Why are you looking at the ceiling?
I was just thinking about what I should have for lunch. Sweetie, drop Porcupine Head over there. Shower me with your attention, okay?
Oh, yes!
Absolutely fabulous! Absolutely cringe-inducing.
Max, I was hoping you could tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Fabulous! I think we should get to know each other better too. Why don't you come sit next to me?
There's a big piece of security glass between us.
Oh, sweet Jeebus, what in the world? If only I could use magic, then I could make this wall disappear. What is this guy talking about? Anyways, lately you've become awfully famous, haven't you, Max? That's Maximilian to you, Porcupine Head. Get it straight. Jeez, people nowadays. They get their panties all in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, Maximilian, you won a very prestigious award recently, do you not? I did indeed. It was fabulous. I won the Magician's Grand Prix, held by the Association of International Magicians. It's an award that recognizes that I am the most fabuloso of fabulous world magicians. There's a trophy and a bust. It was an amazing day.
Wow, that's incredible!
Isn't it? I'm certifiably the greatest magician in the world. I'm going to guess he didn't win a trophy for most modest magician.
You are signed to an exclusive contract with the Berry Big Circus, correct?
That's the long and short of it. You sure do your research, sweetie. I'm impressed. You just can't watch a magician on TV, you know. Magic is so fabulous, you have to see it with your own eyes, sweetie.
You're right. You're so right.
However, the circus, it's a dinosaur, a thing of the past. Nowadays, no one even cares about what goes on there.
Huh? What do you mean?
That's why I signed the contract. That's why you signed the contract? Thanks to me, the Berry Big Circus is fabulously popular. People come out in droves to catch a glimpse of the magic of Max Galactica. I revived the dinosaur that is the circus. But to me, it was just another magic trick. Isn't it just wonderful, sweetie?
Yes.
I made all the old crusty circus performers obsolete.
But I kinda like the circus performances.
Maya looks a bit down. Tell me what happened at the Berry Big Circus. Last night, the ringmaster was murdered.
The ringmaster? You mean Russell Berry?
Someone smashed him over the head, I hear. He was slumped over on the ground. Even though it was the middle of the night, the police presence was fabulous. The police questioned me at length. Questioned you about what? About everything. I was the last one to see the ringmaster before he was murdered. I saw him last evening, in his room.
So then why were you arrested?
Arrested? Don't make an anthill into a mountain, sweetie. They just wanted to consult with me on matters, that's all.
Nick, I don't think Max understands how serious this is.
She's right. I think I should shock him back to reality. Before the murder, you met with the ringmaster? Uh-huh. What did you talk about? The things that aren't for your ears. Maya, would you please ask him?
What did you talk about with the ringmaster, Max?
It was nothing, small talk really. We were just having a chat about my salary.
Salary?
I am the one bringing in the crowds. I think that I should be compensated as such. You agree, don't you?
Yes?
That's all you talked about? Of course! It was a fabulous chat! Just fabulous! I mean, now he's got me saying it!
What's the matter, Nick? You look all bent out of shape.
What is that badge? Is it used in a disappearing act? I'm not a magician, Max. I'm an attorney. An attorney? Then why are you wasting your time talking to me?
He isn't wasting his time, Max! You're...
Okay, relax, sweetie. You're just a little over-anxious, I think. Anyways, I've been curious about something for a while now.
What's that?
Why do you keep looking at me with such a sad look on your face, sweetie?
Because you've been arrested for murder!
Oh, don't be ignorant. They wouldn't arrest someone like me. Why is that? Obviously because I'm the fabulous Maximilian Galactica. So, I'm the very big star of the Very Big Circus. And that means... I'm rich. I'm paid fabulous sums. Which means what?
Max...
Quit joking around. You've got to be pulling my magic wand. The police aren't really serious about all this, are they? They don't arrest people as a joke.
Look at Max. He's crushed.
Well, he needed to wake up and smell the coffee. This is serious business. Yes? Sir, you're a lawyer, right? Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm an attorney.
Please help me. I didn't kill nobody. Didn't kill nobody? I may be more spoiled than a hog in a hamburger mud pit, but a killer? That's insane. I could never. Max? I swear. I just wanted to pay off my daddy's debt. He's back on the farm.
Okay, I'll take your case.
Really?
Really.
Oh, thank you much. Y'all sure are nice folks. Max? Yes? What's your real name? It's Billy Bob Jones.
What's the matter, Maya?
He's really just a country bumpkin.
I must apologize for not being my absolutely fabulous self just now, sweetie.
Huh?
Mr. Attorney? Yes? A few minutes ago, you took one of my cards, didn't you? Now that he mentions it, I did take a card. It was the Ten of Hearts, right?
But how'd he got it right again?
What can I say? You too. You've stolen some of my most valued possessions. 10 of Maximilian Galactica's hearts. You sure do have a lot of hearts, don't you? I'm putting my faith in you, sweetie. He didn't just call me sweetie, did he?
All right, let's make this an absolutely fabulous case. Come on, Nick.
We're here again. Yep, but this time we are here for work. It hasn't been that long since the crime, so the police are still on the scene.
Let's find someone who might know something about what happened.
Sounds like a plan. The circus stage sure doesn't look this small from out in the audience.
Wow, this is where they all perform, isn't it? Nick, do some somersaults.
I'm not doing any somersaults.
Why not? You look like you'd be great at it.
Why do I look like I'd be great at somersaults?
Huh? Nick?
It wasn't me.
Tiger! He's coming this way! Ah! Nick, you're too young to die! Nick! Stay, heal!
I'm still here. I'm not dead yet.
Nick, are you okay? Scared you, didn't I? Regent's such a cute tiger, isn't he? What's the matter? You two sure are quiet. Don't what's the matter me? Nick, he almost died there. He wasn't anywhere close to getting hurt, let alone dying. This little tiger hardly ever bites people. And besides, people normally never get to play with a wild tiger, right? So if you think about it, you're actually really lucky. Huh? You agree, don't you?
I guess?
What do you mean you guess? Why are you agreeing with her? Woohoo! Your costume! Huh? It's cute! I want to try it on! Costume? You mean my clothes? You don't mind letting me try it on, right? I guess not. Really? You're the best!
Wow, the tables turned quickly on that one. So much for the tiger thing.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Regina Berry, the renowned animal tamer of the Berry Big Circus. My name's Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium.
The Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. When you put us up next to an animal tamer, I bet we really look odd.
Nice to meet ya.
Likewise.
Hey, Regina, what do you know about what happened last night? You mean the murder?
Uh-huh.
My dad was murdered.
Oh, I see.
Wait, what did she just say? So, the ringmaster was your... Yep, the ringmaster was my dad. I'm so sorry about what happened to him. Why did you say you're sorry? Huh? Anyways, everyone was here practicing last night.
Even your dad?
Yes, everyone was here. We finished up around 10. After that, everyone went off on their own. I was the only one who stayed around here. Why did you do that? I was playing with Regent.
Regent. So she was with that beast.
Ugh. That's when the police showed up, and they took me to check things out. Dad was dead.
For someone whose father was just murdered, she seems awfully perky. I wish she would tell us more about her dad.
That's incredible that you're an animal tamer. Yeah, if you say so. It has to be really scary. Scary? Why? Huh? Regent isn't scary. He's cute. Ever since Leon died, Regent has been my best friend.
Leon?
Yes, Leon the lion.
Leon the lion. Regent and Regina. Interesting name choices.
Leon, he died? Yes, actually he was killed. My dad killed him.
What?
Why did he do that? I'm not sure why he did it.
It's tough not to get charmed when she looks at you with those innocent eyes.
It's Max! Hey, where is Max now anyways?
You don't know?
Nope.
He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father.
It's okay. Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal?
Well, of course he's not.
I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? Regina, what's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you.
Ah.
Well... What? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick, there's no reason to pout.
Don't worry about me.
Regina told me that someone professed their love to her.
Profess their love?
Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica.
I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways.
And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love for her as well.
What? Who was it?
Someone named Trilo.
Trilo?
Apparently, he is a tenor who sings in the circus.
Haven't met him yet.
Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus.
She must have some sort of strange power over them.
You're not kidding. 2 people in one day? Even I want to profess my love for her.
Me too. She's so cute.
After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room.
His room?
Yes, that door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened.
The ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself.
This was the ringmaster's room?
Yes, this room belonged to the victim. Which means this must be where Max met the ringmaster last night.
Now that you mention it, that is what he said.
I wonder what... That's an interesting poster.
Ah, it's a poster of Max! I want it! I want it! Nick, I want it!
I want to get out of here. It's a table for guests. There's some papers scattered on top.
Ah, look at this! Max's salary is written on this piece of paper.
Yikes! What is it?
I didn't know that a magician... This salary's incredible!
She looks like she's about ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it?
That much? Incredible, huh?
You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it.
What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise, but this document is dated a week ago. There's a lot of posters here, don't you think?
There are indeed.
So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they?
Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here.
But, you didn't even notice that I took one.
She already swiped one. You're incorrigible, you know that? This seems to be a dorm where all the performers in the circus stay.
Really? So we might run into that stoogey clown here, right? He's so kooky.
It's you two!
Oh, Detective Gumshoe.
How is it you guys always seem to know when I'm working a crime scene, pal?
Because you're always working, Detective.
Well, I'd rather not be always working, but with crime, you don't make your own hours. If I have to be at the circus anyway, I want to see the lion tamer and the tightrope. However, no matter where I go, the show is always the same. Dead body, stage left.
Nick, he complained!
That's a rarity. Let's get back to business now, okay? You know who will be the prosecutor in court tomorrow? Of course, it'll be Miss Von Karma. Ugh, she isn't gonna hit me with her whip again, is she? What do you have to worry about? You only have to see her in court. When she shows up at the precinct, the sound of that whip never ends, pal!
Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure Miss Von Karma is really interesting and all, but there's someone else I'd rather talk about.
Like who?
Like Mr. Edgeworth, of course. You know, Nick's true rival, Miles Edgeworth. Wonder what happened after I went back home.
Mr. Edgeworth, you haven't heard what happened to him?
Nick won't tell me.
Well, to be honest, I'm not at liberty to tell you either. Let's just say he's not around anymore.
He's not around? Nick, what does he mean Edgeworth isn't around?
Exactly what he said. He's not around. And Edgeworth is gone. Don't say his name again, okay?
Nick?
The ringmaster of the circus was murdered, wasn't he? Yep, last night around 10. He died outside in the cold. A pretty sad way to go out, if you ask me, pal.
It was rather cold.
This is the scene of the crime, pal. The body was found right over there. Right about where you are standing now.
Ah!
Surprised you, didn't I?
I'm not laughing!
Excuse me, but do you mind telling me what happened to the victim? He was killed by a blow to the noggin, pal.
Yeep.
It's pretty clear-cut as far as murders go. He was discovered quickly. But, there's just one thing that doesn't quite fit.
Ha! There always seems to be something that doesn't quite fit.
What was this one thing that just didn't quite fit? The thing you mentioned earlier. Footprints, pal. Footprints.
Footprints?
Look at this picture of the crime scene.
What's this? This wooden box into the body.
No clue, pal. Some forensic experts took it back and are examining it now.
And what is so mysterious about the footprints?
Whoa, calm down now. Take a good look at the footprints in this picture.
The victim's footprints are on the scene.
That's right, pal. The problem is...
the killer's footprints aren't there!
Bingo! Where did the killer come from? And where did the killer run off to? Obviously, there's no way the killer committed this crime while flying.
A flying culprit? That's when something just clicked in my head. There's no way! Flying is impossible! That's right! Flying is impossible! Absolutely impossible!
What's with the hollow laugh, pal?
I meant nothing by it, pal. Well, better stated, it means I don't want to talk about it. Maybe I can get some info about Max out of him.
It looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere.
He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make them a criminal.
It's not just his attitude. I've got proof, pal.
Huh?
He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat.
Well, it does have very classy decorative elements.
Max uses a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols.
Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they're mundane? At least they're easy to understand. I must have hit a nerve.
That's what he said.
Who said?
The eyewitness.
Eh? Tell us about the eyewitness. So about the eyewitness.
Ho, you know I'm not going to tell you about that. That's the prosecution's trump card.
Oh well.
Oh, I just remembered.
What?
I forgot to mention that you two are barred from entering that lodging house.
Why is that?
Oh, no reason. Just something I remembered to tell you.
It must be because that's where the eyewitness is. Let's check it out.
Don't you dare, pal!
Huh? Hey, Nick, look over there. What? There's someone over there. Excuse me? Hello? Wow, you sure is a quiet one. Excuse me!
What? Me?
Yes, you work at the circus, don't you?
No, I'm just your everyday average Joe.
An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so.
Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here.
He's lying. Like any regular person would hang around the circus, dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya.
Well, I just happen to be passing by.
I don't suppose you happen to be some sort of carny?
Not a carny. I'm a performer. Actually, I'm a ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist?
I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman?
Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben.
Ah, yes. That's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Excuse me, Ben?
Yes, you mean me?
Yeah, about the murder, I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may.
Really? I'm just a regular normal guy. I don't know.
This guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out.
Nick, cheer up. Just try and smile.
Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica?
Max? He's not very nice.
Did he just say that Max is not very nice?
Oh, my head hurts.
Yikes. I hope he's okay. It sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist?
I'm just a regular guy.
You already told us that you were a ventriloquist.
Oh, yes.
Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that.
I can't help it. He's making me nervous.
Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist?
Oh, well, I right now. Why?
He's contagious.
Hello, Kablamo! Congratulations! You're the big winner! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me!
Earplugs. Must find earplugs.
To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? I welched on giving you more than one! Oh, no. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Lansing. Catch my drift?
Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare.
Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book.
In my book, they're just funny looking.
You sure do have great tasting clothes, girlie. Look at that gob. You look just like Greta Gob. Oh!
I'm going home.
No, Nick, you can't.
You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to.
Okay, I get it. But you have to admit, he is kind of funny.
No, I do not have to admit that, because he isn't.
Could you please tell us more about the Berry Big Circus? It's a very big story. You sure you got that kind of time?
And the hits just keep on coming.
This circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry.
20 years? Wow!
Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition.
But I love the circus!
I love it too! That's why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us.
Nick, he just made a joke! Laugh! Ha 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 ha!
The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world, a real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me, because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees.
I see.
How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man?
Mo.
Wiggity 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 what?
I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor.
Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way?
Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. It must have taken place around 10 last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it.
Caught a peek?
Of the crime.
Just as we suspected, this guy's the eyewitness to the crime. You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw?
Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped.
That's not fair.
I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details. But only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny.
Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me?
Nick, you can do it.
No.
What's the matter?
Just getting ready. Okay, you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time!
At least his expectations are low.
I wouldn't let him quit his day job.
Yeesh, cut a guy some slack. At least he was funnier than Chuckles over here.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw.
I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo.
That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is.
He knows more about Max than he's letting on.
The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show.
New elements?
When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realized that even my act could get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned.
A bit long in the tooth?
But that make-believer takes things too far.
Make-believer?
The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now.
On him?
Yep, he got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder.
Go ahead.
Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything.
I bet he's still hiding something about Max.
If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too.
Mo!
Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being.
Why do you hate him so much?
Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could.
Ben, the ventriloquist with the speech impediment?
You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves.
The cafeteria?
Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Yes. The Very Big Circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around.
Ah, thank you. This is an atlas.
Oh, I killed myself. Really? I'm dying here. Coronary.
Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice.
Ew, this place is gross.
This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder.
That reminds me. What was it that Mo said?
He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here.
He also said that there's gotta be something interesting here. Nick, what's gotta be interesting?
Don't ask. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something.
Ah, watch out, Nick. There's broken glass all over the floor.
A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor.
You think it means anything?
There's gotta be something interesting there. Huh? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him.
Him?
Oh, it's my two sweeties! Welcome to the detention center! Did he just call me his sweetie? Again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso! I mean fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max, let's make this absolutely fabulous. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs? How were those Jurassic geriatrics?
Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you?
Yes. Sweetie, that's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess.
Wow, that's so cool!
It's already in the works.
Oh?
That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this joker. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10, once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished.
They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house.
Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return.
Huh?
Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Oh, do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's all right. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. And then, I waited for him, but he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea where he went off to what he went off to do. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly! We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous! Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room that night? Isn't this why you were called to the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max, what is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... Ben... You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician! The truth is, yesterday during morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. Oh, we fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that?
Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben?
Told her he was in love with her? Are you sure this is Ben we're talking about? All I could say is that he made me mad and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie.
What?
The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up?
What do you mean by shut him up?
You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trilo can't say a word. Not without Ben.
Trilo?
The puppet. The ventriloquist's puppet. His real name is Triloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know! That's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed.
You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet?
You are so smart, sweetie.
Where did you hide him?
What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you?
Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet.
Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trilo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trilo for me, do you, my sweets?
No problem. Not at all. Thank you, Max.
You know, I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets.
Huh? Ben's not here anymore.
Yeah, I wanted to ask him something.
It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress.
Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress.
But everyone loved the ringmaster, and there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved.
Of course.
And now Regina isn't here.
I'm not seeing how that's related.
It looks the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing.
Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer?
I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters.
You mean stole one of those posters?
Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trilo somewhere in this room.
Trilo. Oh, the ventriloquist puppet.
Nick, look at all the cute trophies.
Indeed, just look at all the awards this circus has won.
Like, all county quiz champions, Ringmasters Association mini golf master, beer belly balloon bounce champ, pet grooming Grand Prix? Wow, the ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could have never imagined.
There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is...
That's Trilo. That's Ben's puppet.
I think you're right. We'll give it back to him, later.
Why do I have to carry this thing? Oh, hey Ben!
Hello?
Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree?
Yeah, I do indeed.
Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case.
Tell us what you know about the murder.
Do you know anything at all?
Don't know a thing.
Well,
I don't know.
You've been in the circus for a long time, haven't you, Ben?
Yes, I'm about 4 years.
I gotta admit, I'm kind of interested in this place as well. Mo is so funny and Max is so amazing, not to mention Regina being the cutest little thing I've ever seen.
Regina? I don't really like her too much.
Are you sure about that?
That's odd. Max said something about a confession of love?
Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it?
Yes, that's mine.
Here you go.
Alright, Maya, let's get going.
It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben.
Okay.
So, Nick, where are we going next?
Let's see, maybe we should go talk to the clown once a-
Hey, wait!
Who said that?
What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench! What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone?
Ben, is that you, Ben?
No. I would never.
It was me! Yeah, me! Down here!
You're Trilo?
That is Mr. Quist to you, sir! Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect.
Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better?
No! Look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney!
Trilo, we talked about insulting people. You promised.
But he was mocking me! Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal!
I'm sorry, Trilo.
Nick, what just happened? Trilo is still a puppet, right? A ventriloquist puppet?
Hey! Who do you think you are calling me a puppet?
Tell us what you know about the murder.
You talking to me? I said you talking to me? Don't look at him when you're talking to me!
Trilo Quist, you behave, young man.
Shut up, Woody! What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man?
I guess so.
No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts.
Trilo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet.
Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now?
These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick?
Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants.
Your partner, you mean Ben?
Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here.
Oh, my.
But I'll be fair, in this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna.
Your
Madonna?
Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben?
Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far.
You'll have to excuse him. He does not understand of what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her.
Marry? You're going to marry Regina?
That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she?
I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled.
Well,
I don't care. It is my choice, not hers. We're getting hitched.
I know you think that, but...
But what?
I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song.
You gave her a song?
Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me, 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 me. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... The rest is private.
Well, the melody is pretty good.
But those lyrics, I think they need a little work.
Who asked you? I'm the artist here. The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud.
You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that?
Trilo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that.
Straighten up? I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened.
You were there?
If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts.
Thanks. Now that Trilo's here.
Now that Trilo's here, does that mean you can talk normally now?
Hey, buttface! Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all.
Trilo?
Enough jibber-jabber. Let's get to court already.
Hey, wait a second.
Nick, what's going on?
He's a witness for tomorrow's trial.
Ah.
What in the world happened with Ben and Trilo? Quite a pair of those two. Where did that puppet get? Oh no, now what? Ah! Yow! Ah! Hey, welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah! My badge! That monkey stole it! What?
Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look so completely dumbfounded. Regina!
You! That monkey!
Hey, no need to get angry, okay?
But my attorney's badge!
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it?
By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Monkey Money?
The monkey is called Money?
Yes.
Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back?
I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems.
Eh?
Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. Haha, that's pretty funny.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to.
I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see.
Go to Moe's. Huh. I guess it is time that I revisit that kooky clown.
Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? Oh, you mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trilo?
What do you mean hanging around?
Well, he was there when Trilo told me that he was in love with me.
Trilo told you that he was in love with you?
Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trilo.
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus.
Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? Nope, that wouldn't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah, Max and Trilo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage.
Ah, but Max only talked to the ringmaster about it.
I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly.
So I guess Trilo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trilo?
Wait. You do realize that Trilo is, puppet?
I don't care that he's a bit stiff.
Oh boy.
Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already.
Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct.
Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Right all the time. Ugh. It's all right to be wrong every now and again, right?
See, Nick? It just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So, what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it.
We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
Don't you know I put a whoopee cushion in the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you?
So, about Regina.
Regina is such a pure, innocent child.
She's such a cutie, too.
She was born and raised in the circus, you know. But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
Sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality.
She lives in a dream world.
She sees dancing wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is, that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life.
I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet.
Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply, without complications.
Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money?
Ah, yes, Money!
He stole my attorney's badge.
Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Eh? Why is that?
Oh, I know! You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family.
Then who does he belong to?
I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying.
You mean right now?
Of course. Shall we go?
Should we go with him now or wait a while?
This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today.
That's a big pile of junk over in the corner.
I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful and make sure you've got the right stuff.
Thanks, Mo. See you later. Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch.
Look at this. It's a trophy, and it's really heavy.
Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here.
Thanks. You really saved me. Huh?
What's the matter? Did you find something?
Yeah, check this out.
It's a ring.
There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation.
You think we'll win in court tomorrow?
Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet.
Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side.
That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Good morning, Max.
Max?
Milk.
What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick, Max is really nervous.
That's understandable.
Hey, my sweeties!
What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little? No, 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 no. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that's to our advantage? Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Eh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40, making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice section broke up around 10. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. A blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this. Eh? What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? All the circus... When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone with the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot, Regent the tiger was there as well.
Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey?
When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings.
After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
Regina was playing with Regent while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems they were negotiating Max's salary.
Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15.
Okay. Not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Oh!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
A wooden box?
That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say?
This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box?
Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle.
What's inside the bottle?
It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box?
There was only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning? According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pal.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now.
I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trila will show up on the stand as well. Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name is Triloquist. I am employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me, the witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine,
I'll grace you with a song.
Ahem. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think?
It had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order, order! I demand to know who the witness is! Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting ouch!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How could you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown?
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime?
He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Why's that?
Here's absolute proof.
Silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah.
Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today.
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character.
There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? That's the victim!
That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah!
I see. It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions.
He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it?
Huh? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30, I think.
Practice ended at 10, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone?
What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something. Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Wah! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. All right. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max Heading. Ow! There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. All right. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina.
Pain!
Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge? I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More pain.
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket.
You were going to propose? You, a puppet?
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
Exactly.
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
What was with that sigh at the end?
What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring.
Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Franziska's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to human. Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
Trilo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah! That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket? Why, then, do I have it right here?
Ah!
What is going on here?
That's Ben, say something.
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo.
I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court.
Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word.
Oh, I see. Well then.
Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up.
Shiny things?
Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was that time. You know, that night. The night of the crime.
What did you just say? Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk away, correct?
Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. No!
Ben, what's up with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Triloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was about to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame.
No. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Well then tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max.
Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What?
How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dog face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! I've told you so many times, you'd think you'd know my story's not changing.
You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah.
I'll give you what I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I would mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's got to be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Yow! That hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world. I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now!
Silk hat!
Cloak!
White roses!
Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere.
I agree, but do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that will prove useful.
All right, time to go to work. Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Ah! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the world? You!
Would the defense kindly explain who it was that Trilo saw that evening, then?
Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet.
It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute.
No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist.
Order, order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols?
All right, this is getting old. Come on, man. You've got to remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What?
Miss Von Karma? Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes! I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
And that's where I gotta stop. Probably not a great idea to do this during the winter. Hurts my voice a little more. That and I'm out of practice. Anyway, that is all for tonight. Please follow if you liked. Thanks for watching. Peace be with you, and may the forces of evil be confused on the way to your home. Bye.